Alright. We're gonna meet Auntie Cleo, I guess. Huh. I need mods for this gun. I like this. I like this gun, and I like this gun. I can unlock. Why the fuck would I?
Auntie Cleo's darlings. I cleaved Spacer's Chosen's goalie at the end of the 56th inning, then made a Sunday goal to win the game. Whenever I see that Moon Man's grinning face, I want to cleave it in twain. Auntie's
Ew.
choice! Darlings! We won! Hostile takeover this! Right back at you!
We've successfully co-opted yet another of our rivals. Can't believe those eggheads accepted the deal. What's next on my agenda?
That outside contractor is here. You requested a brief tete-a-tete.
There
Jesus
you are.
Christ, you're ahead.
Our fresh-faced new go-getter. We meet in the flesh at last.
Sort of.
You've proved quite useful. Keep it up. You'll be going places. You don't seem much put off by my appearance.
I'm a
Good.
little.
I have no stomach for those with no stomach regarding me having no stomach. It is, however, something of a brand secret reserved for only the most trusted confidants. And covered in detail buried within the confidentiality clause you agreed to on arrival. I trust this presents no
Alright.
concerns for you,
Oh,
yes?
fine.
Well, ain't meaning no disrespect. It's just everyone was saying that you were focused on a product launch or avoiding assassination attempts. That's why you weren't seen in public.
Poor dear, believing that erroneous drivel. You do know I have a reputation to maintain. I can't let every rung leech know my condition and open the door for plotting. I ask again, do you have any problems with the previously mentioned stipulations?
No. Your body was just distracting everyone from your winning smile.
Well, seems there's more to your shrouded past than I'd been led to believe. And here I'd been ready to disclose all. No matter.
Not exactly. Well, exactly. But not in the way you think. We have a mission for you that is vital to Auntie's
Okay.
Choice's survival.
We've uncovered an opportunity to procure me a new, audaciously improved replacement body. There was a past proposal to utilize graphs, but once I saw what happened to those misfortunates in the experiment, like your hanger-on here, the idea was promptly abandoned.
Wait, are you saying that the grafting program was only started up to
See if it
help
help you.
you
Yeah.
with your condition? And was
Oof.
shuttered because it couldn't?
Oof.
Yes, keep up, dear. You think we would have invested money in such a risky procedure for gains on the battlefield? Well, that's what bombs are for.
That means your scientists lied to us, and our suffering didn't mean anything at all. Is that right? Me and mine were just lab sprats to you this whole time?
This is what you signed up for. Tell me, did you also believe that we came here to solely liberate Arcadia and not for its resources? Oh, you did. How sad.
Since you're about to have me slaughter a bunch of people again. Alright, why in law's name would you steal a new body? There's corpses everywhere.
The body I want isn't just some simple yet stylistically sutured together amalgamation of corpses to bolt my head atop.
Not, this time, at any rate.
No, to find me the perfect body, you'll be assailing an inappreciably populated automated automech factory over on Praetor.
Of course. Of course it's Praetor.
Not just any automechanical, something much, much more exciting. That facility was designed to build complex automechs, a natural choice when the Protectorate began experimenting with a proxy body for the original Sovereign. It was the last in a long line of his ill-fated life extension experiments. Work halted when he died, and the torso prosthesis they developed has been locked in the lab ever since. Make it mine.
Sure. Fuck it.
There's a sub-facility beneath the automech factory. Its entrance, being hidden, is easy to miss.
I think I've
But we can show
been
you
there
how to
before.
find it.
Well then, fetch me my new body, and we can finally begin bringing this system to heel.
Demoted from his unnamed and clearly unimportant position within operations. Welcome to your new role as Site Sanitation Manager, Doc.
Huh?
Next, we have Reginald Oswald in proprietary insight acquisition.
Meow. Ow! What? What do you want? He wants the goddamn chair. He clawed me for the goddamn chair. Not in the chair. Oh, ow. There you go, buddy. Butt. You're still in Praetor, right? Clayster, we need to figure out how to get to your... Find the mech body. Yeah, I already fought through here, didn't I? Let me go to the, I want to go to the free market station. I can find mods for this gun. Oh, hi there. What do I need for my gun again? I think this one. Yeah. was easy. I thought it'd be a little harder than that, honestly.
As I expected, spies from Anti-Cleo. Seize them.
What? Investigating hostile intent.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, it's totally disappointing, honestly. Anyone else? No? Oh, damn, that was disappointing as fuck. What's over here? Well, that was relatively simple. That was easy, queasy. That was really easy. Yeah, I don't know how you feel about that anymore. I better bring you. Go to Free Market Station after this, if she doesn't have any more stuff for me to do.
We took what nature heedlessly assembled and thusly rebettered it through artificial means at Auntie's choice.
Come back to Slice Rifle.
Whatever size weaponry you need to make all your problems. You have the look of someone with murderous intent, but no munitions. Unfortunately.
No mods for it. Damn.
Artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals with Auntie's choice.
Oh, this way.
An artificial life is a life that's sweeter. A life
Alright.
that's
Where's the elevator? Where's this elevator at?
Item, business is good. We have
The
positive
fuck?
bit flow. Our portfolio is diversified, but we can always
Oh,
do
here it is.
better. I'll give it to you straight. Excessive corporate malfeasance. The only division that earns us less. Any malfeasance.
Soon I'll be able to leave this office in my stylish new automechanical. You're back. Finally. Finally. Do you have it? Did you bring it here? Splendid. Oh, splendid. We'll ensure your reward matches the ample amount of faith I've placed in you. Nay, exceeds it. No additional hidden clauses. Honest. Oh, let me see it. Yes, indeed. Oh, let me look at you, gorgeous. If you'll all just excuse me a moment as I slip into something more formidable.
There you are. Congratulations. Now your body
Still
is
a
almost
head
as
jar.
intimidating as your mind. You've narrowed the gap quite a bit.
Oh, Auntie, you look amazing. Absolutely everyone will want a new mech body after watching you strut the walk.
What about you? What do you think? Any first impressions you'd like to share? The perfect understated threat to drive all my negotiations to their proper conclusion. What's more, it's an
Why is there
undeniable confirmation
hooks
that the archive-derived strategic plan can be
on the top of
reliably
your
executed
fishbowl?
and produces incredible results. With their predictive abilities refining our planning and execution, our market dominance is a foregone conclusion. Yes, so much to do, and we have you to thank for making it happen. I am quite looking forward to you working for me further.
Pick that thing. Speech. Doesn't get any speech.
Auntie's Choice Society is based upon not because
Okay.
of worship bits, but because of the
I want to go and take a look at that station. And then we're going to start cleaning up quests. I don't know how to get her quest, though.
Looks like the second choice has got a new shipment of swill. Gave it a try. Needs some aging, but not too bad.
What? I was just with Barney. He said we're not getting any new shipments for months. What did he let you try?
Well, I, maybe didn't run. It was out of a big metal barrel. Some Auntie's finest, Star Wax.
That wasn't booze. That was shit wax.
Really? Barney should start selling it, and it's better than half his stock.
Hi.
I was under the impression that Free Market Station was open to all. Why am I being accosted?
Free Market Station is open to all. Except spies. It's awful suspicious. You've been gallivanting about, asking everyone questions.
I am not a spy. The information I'm collecting here shall be of historical significance someday. Surely you can appreciate that.
Right. I'm sure that
Damn.
information wouldn't help at all in clearing us out of the station years from now. Oh,
Oh, right, T. Not T. H. Not H. L. L. There. Sorry, after the last fuck do I even... Alright. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Last night, I did not wake up screaming. This is the first time since I crashed. There's a regular shotgun. That's it? Oh. 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 Open. Double barrel. Expense of reduction in damage. Okay. Increase recoil spread. Ew. Increase weapons range. 5% chance crit, 85% crit damage.
Hey, you there! If you're interested in furthering the cause of mystery, come speak with me.
Not a weapon
Blades,
store.
Blood. I think I misplaced a hand grenade. Browse all you like. Everything I've got. Feel free to go on a murderous
rampage. What is that? Is that a minigun?
Tired of firearms? Firearms that explode in your face? Come to Not a Weapons Store!
Hello? Not self. Well now, you have an ineffable air of intrigue about you. Weren't raised protectorate, were you? Who are you? Oh, I, should know better, really. Where I'm from, everyone knew each other, you see. I'm still acculturating a bit. Sorry, I'm Millie Mealing. I started a training group here to help ex-protectorate subjects adjust to having to care for and, well, think for themselves. We also try to reconnect them with loved ones. Know the concept of community can be alien to most, but we occasionally enlist aid from wayfaring travelers like yourself. Try to, that is. Not officially, not yet, that is. We discussed a few, like first steps or community for community. The Group Betterment Alliance was another. Somebody suggested the unparadigmatic, but that sounded rather like the Order to me. Like you need to think about it a while, then it still doesn't make much sense. Someone proposed the Awful Freedom Association, which, prompted a spontaneous collegial embrace around them from all of us. This isn't easy on everybody, you know? Has a certain ring to it, doesn't it? I'll be sure to run it by the others. Now, as I was saying, sometimes we do need a little assistance. Involves the mental refreshment facility on Praetor.
I've already been there.
I'm not sure what you know about the process, but we were told all our lives to volunteer others for treatment was a blessing. to replenish someone's zeal and ensure our perfect society ran perfectly. What they didn't tell us was the person who comes back weren't always the same. Wish we had. They never said. You weren't meant to ask neither. My father, he liked to alter official protectorate songs to make them about his favorite pitchball club. Wasn't expressly prohibited, but it was different. I'd rather not say, if it's all the same to you. Guess my guilt must be visible from space. Yet, before I came here, before I learned the truth about mental refreshment, I was the one. I reported my father like a good protectorate subject.
I don't want to go back there. I really don't.
Well, calling all former protectorates, join our training group to learn, fundamental skills. Hello?
Doctor here. Get your stitches.
I'll be collecting the price on your head now, thank you. No, traditionally, you lot offer to pay less before resorting to threats of violence. Let's negotiate. Very good.
The second choice has... That's a...
I'm beginning to reach the tail end of my patience. You will tell me the location of the broker.
Lad, you ain't got much of a concept of a deal, do you? You ain't got nothing to offer, and a threat is offering less than nothing.
You realize any other arbiter would have crushed you where you stand for obstruction of justice long before now? That I am flowing with magnanimity?
Can't say I know what that word means. Stranger, seen my fix? Hope you're about to offer to rid me of this damn fool.
There is no ridding yourself of me save through violence. And any according attempt would be a grave error.
Nothing wrong there.
I came to meet with the information broker for, protectorate business. Protectorate reasons. However, I find myself foiled at near every turn. None within the Protectorate would defy an arbiter and expect to live. Regrettably, I cannot make the locals see reason without rendering myself unable to learn what I seek.
Even polite entreaties don't see most getting an invite to the broker. And you've been anything but. See, you may have thought you said have an audience, but what you actually said was let him assassinate.
Do I look like a sentinel to you? No, don't answer that. My point is that if I wanted to kill everyone here, we would not be having this obnoxious conversation.
No matter what this fella says, he's not going to convince me to trust him. He's a walking security risk.
An arbiter need prove themselves to no one but the sovereign. But if I must debase myself to further my aim, so be it.
Interesting thought. Occurs to me there might just be something that needs looking into. Within the Golden Ridge locale on Dorado, there's a refugee camp. It's unassuming, quiet-like. Most of the folks there just want to be left alone.
there for
They
what's her
see
face's
the few
quest.
needs they have by working with the broker, but we ain't heard from them in a fortnight and change. Serves to reason something untoward may have transpired there. You see your way to looking into that, maybe we'll talk. Great. Take the lap-caned with you. I've had enough of his excitability, and so have my customers.
I don't claim to be pleased with the circumstances surrounding this co-investigation, but perhaps we may surprise one another. I'm Arbiter Tristan Rao. When I was an apprentice, yes, but not since. and certainly never with an outsider. I shall meet you at the camp. Let us hope we both arrive there intact.
Oh, you don't want to come with?
I shall see you at the refugee camp. Hopefully they shan't be chagrined by my presence.
You need coveralls, we got coveralls.
Hey, boo boo. Yeah, I gotta use this.
My contraptions don't explode no more. Honest.
How are the informant lines treating you? Hear anything good?
Not terribly. My only field-bound compatriot is stationed at...
Meow 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 meow. Kitty cat. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. I don't want to go back to the refreshment place. I don't care much. I also wish there was more reason to go to the free market station. So far, there's nothing. Hey, there's a rip down here. Let me check that out first.
Ratcheting up my aggression. I didn't see me coming, Commander.
Alright, I do not like that gun. That gun's kind of ass for my playstyle.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Back and scan.
Residue. Oh shit! Golly, stop! He just stuck his face right into my armpit and started licking. Holy moly! That was not. I wish you could find the unreliable. That'd be cool. Yeah? I love you too. How do I not believe this? Alright, so I'm gonna save, right? Alright, so those yellow marks are very misleading. Hey, what are you doing? Stop licking my pits. Don't do that. It stinks. What are you doing? What are you doing, huh? You're being weird. You're being weird. Alright. That was interesting. Where am I supposed to go for this quest? Over there. Radio. Yeah, I don't know what the other gun I spent lots of money on, but it felt like it does no damage. And this feels like it just rips through people. I gotta try test out my other guns. This way. Where's my cider? Oh, this might be the camp already, like, murked. I want to see Tristan's speech bubble from here. Hello? Thank you.
So you did come. Good. I'm not partial to working with those given to second thoughts. It seems we arrive on a desolate scene. I don't know what transpired, but whatever it was killed the refugees to a person. As an arbiter, I bear a strong stomach. But if you've any reservations about witnessing destruction visited upon the innocent, you'd best steel yourself.
We need to make CEO governors. Oh my god. You're literally. Ugh, fuck.
I hope your words are true. For carnage is a more than apt descriptor today. I've some theories on the refugees' killers, but I remain unsatisfied. Although I am not required to do so as an arbiter, I would care to acquire proof. We operate under the Sovereign's indefatigable will. Thus, we do not need proof. But my training was somewhat unique in that it emphasized the value of thorough investigation. Let us comb the remnants of this charnel house.
Oh, careful, buddy. Maglock pick? Oh, I don't have any Maglock picks. Damn, I need some Maglock picks. I cannot help but feel a pang for these people, cut down without a hope of defense. We must uncover what transpired here. You've been busy. What did you find? I doubt it factored in their inadequacy in the face of a superior force, assuming there was a superior force. Yes, these automechanicals were probably doing a lot of massaging with their plasma weaponry. Did you have anything else? That automechanicals would fall in the camp's defense is logical. That there would only be one is not. Did you notice anything interesting about it? Then it was fighting blind. Doesn't seem like something a defensive automech should be doing. You're certain you've combed the place to your liking? Yeah.
Then let us debrief and see if we can deduce what transpired here. Have you any theories as to what killed these people? Never mind. I believe that this camp's automechanicals turned on those they were supposed to protect. Someone caused this to happen, deliberately. The only remaining puzzle piece is why. Why go through all this trouble to eliminate a handful of isolated refugees? Yes, that relay tower in the rear of the camp was clearly not built by the refugees, but stolen from the Protectorate, which likely means that they were Protectorate as well. The refugees must have used it to listen in on Protectorate communications, then sold what they learned to Sub Rosa. After the Vox Relay's recent destruction, High Command would have ordered a security sweep of all communication systems. This outpost's relay would have returned a signal. Upon learning of this camp's existence, they'd have dispatched a sentinel to cross off any would-be traitors. Hence the destruction we bear witness to. I admire your enthusiasm, but these refugees were traitors to the Protectorate. Though I still believe there was a solution here beyond complete annihilation. Now with that finished, we... Hold. Some things approach. Be ready. I suspect someone has disapproved of our inquiry. Machines return, bent on eliminating any strategy. Go on!
Alright, those are fun.
Resorting to violence.
Shadow melding activated. Activated.
That was a hardy engagement. You held your own admirably. These automechs will never be used to perpetrate such heinous acts again.
Alright, I definitely love the upgrade I got. This gun's kind of fire too.
I believe we're at the end of our investigation. The prospect of sharing our findings with the broker isn't terribly appealing, but we've little choice. I will locate my wretched Sub Rosa transport and return to Free Market Station. Pleasure fighting beside you. Be sure you return to Free Market Station to debrief with me. Despite our work here, I somehow doubt the broker would grant an audience to me alone.
Alright, well, while we're here...
I'm going to lend a hand at the exclusion zone. Pretend the injuries begin.
Every scientist yearns to visit the dark times. One day.
Bounties.
The Protectorate have only been told a watered-down revision of Order philosophy. How do I get in there? Right, no mind fix.
Ah, I didn't expect us to wander into the scene of a murder, but somehow I'm not entirely surprised. Anomalous events have a way of spreading, multiplying. We should find a way inside. There might be clues to what happened, and where Anais' research is now. Agreed.
Look for signs of our missing anchorite, or Anais' work. The terminal at Winter's Grasp said it was sent here. There may be more to learn. We should keep looking. I've had a chance to look around. You seem like you've done a thorough sweep. We should discuss what we've uncovered. Poor thing. Blunt force trauma to the occipital lobe, I believe. Possible signs of an altercation. Might have been an accident. Might not have been. Hard to say with just a superficial glance. At the very least, her cloistermate Anchor's Run has some explaining to do. A disputation of current order methodology focuses mainly on our presiding bishop, but saves ample room for the Laureate Council and previous visions as well. I believe I got the gist by efficiently skimming. The general concern is that the order has lost its way. My old department is repeatedly mentioned in a favorable light. Anais' work is regarded highly. I saw that. I believe it was Anchoress Chow's diary. Spoke about regular visits by an exemplar Southworth, who requested access to Anais' work. Chow seemed worried they were conspiring about something. That they'd mentioned an old order research station. I don't know what happened to Anchoress Chow, but leaving a body behind is suspicious, and the disputation reads like a call to arms for any fringe thinkers in the order. That old research facility seems the most likely spot to look next. I know the coordinates on Eden, placed by the name of Point Obviation. There's no destroying the copies at this point, I'm afraid. We're past that. The research is out there. We need a way to keep anyone from taking it up further in the future. If we go in guns blazing from here, it will only continue. We need a plan to annihilate the idea. This is the exact sort of work we did at the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection. Diverting problematic events. We learned how to best respond once things begin to spread. We developed tactics at the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection to minimize unforeseeable consequences. We can discuss once we see the situation on the ground. Yes.
So I can't fast travel from here? That's annoying. I'm jumping this.
Don't know who you all are, but unexpected guests are categorically unwelcome here. How'd you even find this place? Maybe I should just shoot you and glean details from your logs.
Ah, Exemplar, if I may. Surely you recognize such a notable member of our cohort, Marisol Delgado. The Endpoint?
I can't recall if I ended whoever came up with that name. Surely hope so.
You were head causality intercessor of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection, right up till the end, correct?
More or less.
Well, what a fortuitous alignment of low probability events this is. Our efforts here are based on your former department. You should confer with Ancrus Brunn straight away.
We actually sought to find you and others of your program, Intercessor Delgado. A serendipitous event, you arriving. Assuming you'll vouchsafe for your colleagues, you may all proceed. You'll find Wilhelmina up the lift, 4th floor.
Welcome to Point Obviation.
Ancrus Brunn is continuing Anais' research from Winter's Grass. I'm sure of it. Best play along for now, until we can ascertain the best course of action.
Things well guarded. Let's not make any sudden moves. Unless, you know, we want to fight.
4th floor. I mean, we would have to buy our way out.
Look, everyone! It's the Endpoint. Come to join us, I take it.
I do have a unique interest in what you all are doing here.
I am a longtime vocal exponent of your work, Intercessor Delgado.
Doubt the Anchoress will walk away from the research lightly. May require some aggressive convincing.
Oh, who's this? Aha! You're that Earth Directorate agent who's been stirring up all sorts of trouble. I have been brushing up on events of late and have become avidly familiar with your actions. A true anomalous outlier you are. I understand you allowed Seer Wily to go free, yes? Once was a time I would have made that exact same decision. And you're Marisol Delgado. We've never met somehow, but I've read your file. An impressive body of work, though often quite mortiferously inclined.
The universal equation occasionally requires subtraction.
Yes, well, to what do we owe the pleasure? Are you familiar with our goals? Come to join up, perhaps, or should I say re-enlist? It was more of a disputation as a scholarly objection than a manifesto per se, but why quibble? Anchoress Chow is very much against it. Her accident was quite tragic. You saw the disputation, though. Tell me, what did you think? You read it, yes? A truly unfortunate accident. I had posted my disputation and stated my intention to leave. We argued heatedly. Objects were thrown. She stumbled and fell badly. We try to honor her loss. Such tragedy only underlines the importance of our endeavors here. Each day the equation remains unsolved. Countless more tragedies occur. We must succeed at the soonest possible haste. Surely you're aware of the myriad errors of our current presiding bishop and previous regime. One of whom shut down the division that operated here, the other squandered it. Our sect aims to end human suffering, sooner than later. We've taken great inspiration from your former department, from their methods and their science. To solve the universal equation in our lifetime requires bold action, clever calculation, and assiduous work. Yes, we have Grace, that is Exemplar Southworth, to thank for that. Her visits to the anchor hold were quite thought-provoking, as was the research she showed me from Sia Bujold. Bujold's thinking was unconventional, ahead of her time. Why, in fact, she's here with us now today, overseeing an experiment that proves her researcher's theories.
Really? Seer Bujold is here, at present, in this facility? The one we're presently standing in?
Yes, we're so very pleased to have her. If you thought her work before was captivating, wait until you hear the experiment she's overseeing now. The intent is to represent the building blocks of the universe within a test chamber, then extrapolate data revealing the universal equation from the micro-universe that forms.
Sounds like it could change everything, one might say.
Why, you should go see for yourself. As former colleagues, I'm sure you'd like to reacquaint. Go on. I'll call down to let her know you're coming.
Don't warn her, don't warn her.
Wonderful. We'll speak further after you check over Sia Bujold's work and the experiment concludes. Oh, so exciting.
How much longer do you predict preparations will take?
Almost ready. Perfect timing. Head Intercessor Delgado. What an opportune time for you to appear. At the perfect moment to assist our experiment.
What in the endless void are you?
Shh. Comms off, but others are near. I need your aid before this ridiculous affair careens into disaster. Can I rely on you this time? Or will you already intend on scurrying away again?
Oh.
The test involves 4 stations. Each represents one of the fundamental building blocks of the universe. Zeranium gas, macro-ivs, nucleons, N-rays. All the usual stuff. That test chamber is where all are meant to mix. To simulate a mini-universe I can apply my theories to, pull data from, and deduce the universal equation in a reduced time frame. We know what happens if that's successful. So I need you to muck with each station's settings, then initiate the experiment. All you need to do is adjust each station's settings slightly. Things will cascade from there. Remember, subtlety is required.
Yes, if we alter the experiment input data in a less than delicate fashion, Brunn will notice, I assure you.
The guards on the 2nd floor won't appreciate visitors, so avoid getting spotted. Here's a maintenance key. Head down the vent. It's only the fate of the galaxy.
Wish I had a silencer.
Threat detected.
I'm no tenured archivist, but that sounds dangerously unstable. Oh well.
I could just kill him.
It's Fibonacci, a sequence largely summoned to preceding numbers, gives us math that brings us wonders. Define recurrence relation, get us to sequence summation. It's Fibonacci from Liber of Apache.
Something wrong back there? Hello?
Something in this room that I need to do.
Unfamiliar. parents' relation get us to sequence summation.
What are you guys doing?
Fibonacci from Liber Abachi.
What's happening here? What the fuck? Game. How do I leave?
P and Q are true if P is true or Q is true. A simple truth table for turbulent times.
You, leave.
May all solutions precede problems.
Can you go?
Hard to get in a good sleep cycle. These constant permutations upsetting everyone's natural logarithms. Obviously. Ceasing deliberation. May all solutions precede problems.
There we go.
If you're done, Val.
Did it work? Did it work? See, Bourgeois, was it a success? What happened?
Hold the applause just yet. I need to run the numbers. I'm sending the others back up to you. They can describe the proceedings in detail.
I shall await their arrival.
I did, like...
Anchor's Brun out. That is how these messages end, yes? If not, farewell.
The results of the experiment will be a career-ending embarrassment for Anchoress Brun. But she won't accept this lightly. We'll need to do more.
Yes, our next steps here will be crucial. I know this type of mission well. Granted, my targets were always meticulously well-researched beforehand.
You'll need to convince her, destroy her logic, end this research for good.
How the fuck are we supposed to do
All it
that?
requires is a forceful array of incisive argumentation, logical reasoning, coercive persuasion,
Can we just
and
kill
cognitive
everyone?
contortioning.
You mean one of our old brain-off maneuvers? Really? That's what the rank and file in our old department used to call it. Provost Bolding considered it a casual moniker unbefitting of an order scientician.
Make Brun give up on science, logic, and reason entirely. Then no one will ever dare continue the research again. Between you and Marisol, it should be a light challenge. Easy. There's a wealth of well-proven data to verify haphazard murder being a profoundly bad idea. Deploying a logic bomb inside a reasoned argument is demonstrably more effective.
A brain-off against an Order anchorite isn't entirely without risk. We could employ certain other methods to deal with her. From our former department's playbook.
Oh, yes, a book you wrote titled Making an Execution Look Like an Accident. Despite the moral quandary ideally involved, unseen consequences still abound.
That's hyperbolic at best. Data suggests significantly fewer unpredicted outcomes than outright murder, if properly executed. And I'm quite capable of skewing results in our favor.
I naively hoped your commander would coax you away from such thinking. Success isn't guaranteed. A fair degree of cleverness is required. But you would have the help of someone reasonably intellectually nimble.
I would be willing and on hand to assist, and the other option would remain if we botch it.
Seems reasonable. Appreciate you listening. Murder shouldn't be our first option here. Too many drawbacks, both mathematically and ethically.
Admit I'm a bit surprised after some of your earlier leanings.
Not sure I like the sound of that. But in the event you should fail, you'll need a viable backup plan, or it will erase any chance of success completely. The Anchorus is housed in a test chamber similar to this one. It's been refurbished with some rather tacky furniture, but much of the old experimental apparatus remains. There is a hatch near the elevator upstairs. An external ledge leads to a vent system that can connect the two chambers. Doing so will expose the Anchorus to a lethal atmosphere. I'll need to make an announcement afterward that an accident has occurred tied into the experiment.
For an extemporaneous plan, it's not a bad one. What if the Anchorus realizes what we're doing and calls for help?
I'll cut off her comms when she begins pleading. Oh, that sounds even more heartless when I say it out loud. Please choose wisely.
Okay, let's go.
And Marisol, do keep out of trouble.
Let's have a brain off.
There you are. You saw the experiment through to the end, yes? The data hasn't arrived yet, so please do tell. Was it as beautiful as I imagined? Any inklings to the result? Or perhaps I oughtn't to have recloistered myself till after the experiment concluded, Well, don't just stand there. Tell me everything. Some issues? You seem like softening the blow. Was there a malfunction? Was there some error in the calculations? Wait. Let's start from the beginning. Step me through your understanding of what's gone awry. Really? In what way?
Science.
Everyone knows probabilistic variance doesn't occur. That's established bedrock. Not that I spend much time in the lab myself. And, well, with science, one is never truly certain. This was just a start. Such models typically make an enormous amount of errors at first. All quite expected. An anticipated setback, nothing more. It simply needs to be revised and refined. You certainly seem to be making a lot out of this, though, one must say.
You seek this confirming evidence to your approach.
Well, methodologically speaking, I don't see how that could... Oh. That may be true, actually. Look, there may be some validity to some of your points, yes. But we'll improve. We will continue to stride forward. There's absolutely no need for all this doom and gloom. Why, I'm shocked. I'm certainly glad Seer Bujold isn't present to hear such needlessly provocative and deplorable accusation. There is no call for that sort of meanness in the scientific field, and I can personally attest that it is categorically untrue. Now, is that all? Because I think I've had enough of all this. Everything we've done here is built off Seer Bujold's research, which is quite brilliant. It sounds like you have some expertise in the field and have scrutinized her work quite thoroughly. Mayhap I ought to give it another look. Ah, the experiment data just arrived in my terminal. Allow me to eyeball it a moment. Perhaps there's something here to help prove or disprove any of what you've been saying. There was some variance to the input data. Not far beyond acceptable parameters, but curious. Could explain the failure. I believe I followed that, but... Oh, come. One bad test wouldn't mean the science is completely flawed. This has been a difficult conversation. Challenging, disputatious, at times compelling. Yet I remain unswayed.
If I may, I have a point I'd like to add.
By all means.
There's a critical flaw in Seer Bujold's approach I think best illustrated by this English phrase. Time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana. I much appreciate this jest. Very simple, yet clever. Because in English, the word like can mean similar to or I prefer. And flies can be to soar, or plural of the insect. Through this perspective, it functions, makes sense, is humorous even. But in another language where words' meanings differ slightly, it does not. The framework we interpret the statement from changes, thus rendering it uninterpretable.
Oh, I understand what's going on
Bujold's
here.
method of shortcutting the universal equation is much the same.
It lacks context. When you extrapolate the data from the mini-universe to the larger one, the information itself may scale correctly, but fail to interrelate. This little colloquy has proven rather arduous, and your points fail to... Wait. Considered as a whole... Damn it. No, I see it now. You are correct. We have obstinately and misguidedly blundered along here. The flaws in Bujold's research now seem apparent. Time for me to admit my errors. I'll need to inform everyone. Shut down research and operations. What will I do now? There's no place for me. Go. Leave me be.
Our work here is done, it seems.
Fellow scholars of the Order, this is Anchorus Byrne, with an unfortunate announcement. Our experiment today was a failure. Our line of inquiry has proven intrinsically flawed. I became dazzled by bold, captivating ideas and ignored bad science. I am hereby canceling all related research.
I understand now why they say never meet your heroes, Intercessor Delgado. You've truly been an enormous disappointment. A key experiment fails and Anchorus Brun abandons vital research right after you and your consort arrive. And we are all to believe these events were unrelated?
That's circumstantial and more than a mite bit paranoid. I expect better from an Order scientician. Even one from the Department of Applied Scientism.
Don't think I don't see your handprints all over this, Delgado. That might have worked on Anchor's Brun, but I've talked to more than 4 people in the last 10 years. I'm not buying it. The Anchoress, poor trusting soul that she was, may have believed you were here in good faith, but I don't.
I think time for talk is past and time for pew-pews to happen.
The Anchoress is one of the finest minds the Order has ever produced. I'm well versed in manipulative prevarication from feckless mutineers. Try again. Or try facing a gauntlet of well-trained exemplars.
You don't want to do this.
Choose for you.
You don't want to do this. You're angry and scared and feel like but we're not the enemy. Yes, finally a high speech.
No,
I can out of this.
I expect not. I suppose I just needed you to be. I wanted so much to do something here, something relevant, meaningful. Now
speech.
it's all gone.
Speech, Ollie, speech.
I don't know what to believe anymore. Go on. Get out of here. Before I change my mind. Fellow exemplars of the Order, stand down.
Thank you. Did not want to pew-pew all of you.
Good work back there. Even if I would have preferred you'd let Marisol assassinate her way out of the problem.
Secrets of the universe.
Yes, well done, Commander. Anais will be pleased.
Do I need to do any more? Are we still gonna do this quest too? I don't know how to get to her quest. That's the problem. That bridge is out.
Oh, look who it is. The legendary former head intercessor of the Order. Another mission successfully completed. Made it through all that without a scratch, hmm? Glad to see. Here's a future I'd always hoped for. You listened. Didn't just rush in like, I am Marisol Delgado. I am always right, even when I'm wrong.
The credit or blame belongs to the commander here. It was their decision, ultimately.
You forget I know you. You always thought you knew better. No one could ever convince you of anything. Before, that is. Good to see. Maybe you are facing yourself.
So noted. Well, off to the next crisis, then.
Oh, right. You all take care, I guess. I meant to give you this earlier.
Thank you. Anais? Goodbye. Oh, Brun obviously murdered her. Thought you knew that. Perhaps it was an accident. Perhaps she simply wanted to knock Chow unconscious so she could sneak away. Or not. Indefinite immurement isn't for everyone. Even the finest minds may crack under the strain. But her canned feigned concern about Chow, how she kept changing the subject, both belied an underlying sense of guilt to me. Well enough, Commander. Shall we go? I'm sure there's someone you need me to kill, yes?
Cheer up, Marisol. I'm certain once we kill someone, you'll feel better.
I need to check on Ollie.